mini cut's finally here. I was genuinely starting to think that this day would never come, but in this video I'm going to be sharing with you a full what I eat in a day on a mini cut. Like I mentioned in my last what I eat in a day video, I've got an event coming up at the end of the month, so 4 weeks, just under 4 weeks from now. So I'm doing a little bit of a cut just to lose a bit of the excess fat, get the abs more defined, just a teeny tiny bit, and challenge myself in a bit of a different way. Because I kid you not, I've been lean bulking pretty consistently for the last 2 years and I really just need a break. So for breakfast, we have the same as in pretty much every single what I eat in a day video I've ever done, but we have egg white oats, but not oatmeal because it's more of an oat cake. There's two types of breakfast people, right? The people who want something different every single day, and the people who always have the same thing and never get bored of it. I'm very much type 2 and slightly neurodivergent. But yeah, honestly, I just find that this breakfast works for me because one, it's a savory breakfast, which means it's gonna keep your blood sugar levels more stable throughout the day. And two, it's high protein, and protein is essential for muscle protein synthesis, which is essential to help us build muscle. And it becomes even more important when you're doing a fat loss phase because we're trying to hold on to as much muscle mass as we possibly can, and we need to make sure we're getting enough protein in order to be able to do that. So this is breakfast. I'm gonna eat this, and I need to go to the shop because I'm out of yogurt again. Some might say I'm addicted, and I might agree. As always, I'm going to put all the calories and macros for each of the meals on screen just to give you a bit of a reference. And a disclaimer, I should probably mention this earlier. Please, please, please do not copy my diet and eat exactly the same way as I do just because you want to look a certain way. This video is just giving you a bit of an example of the kind of things that I like to eat in a day to help me stick to my fitness goals and give you some inspiration for your fitness journey too. Cheers. Okay, so typically when you're doing a mini cut, you're going into a calorie deficit of anywhere from like 500 to 1000 calories. And yeah, that seems like a lot, but I'm actually doing a much more gentle version of that just because my body tends to respond quite quickly to cuts and I don't want to be losing a lot, if you know what I mean. Previously, my bulking calories were at around 2,800 to 2,900 on training days, and then 2,500, if I remember right, on rest days. I don't always recommend that you have different calorie goals on different days because sometimes it can just get a bit more confusing, and it's important to fuel your rest days as well because that's the time when you're recovering. But just from the situation I was in, my digestion was struggling quite a lot, so I needed to be able to balance it out just a little bit. So now I've gone into about a 400 calorie deficit. So I'm doing 2,370 something on my non-training days and then 2,600 something on my training days. My coach has also added in 2 15-minute cardio sessions, one of which will be today, so I'll take you guys along for that. We're starting off super gentle and we'll see how the progress goes, and then as it progresses, then we'll either add in more cardio or reduce calories a little bit over the next 4 weeks. I wanted to show you guys one of my lower calorie days just so that it's a little bit more relatable because I do know that 2,400 or 2,600 is quite a lot of calories to be cutting at. But then again, it's also not if you think about it, because if you build more muscle mass, then you're naturally going to burn more calories just existing. So having cutting calories like 2,300, 2,600 isn't unfeasible. When I'm lean bulking, I'm honestly not as bothered about hitting each of the individual macros absolutely bang on every single day. Protein, yes, because protein is important to build muscle, it's important for your recovery and all that. But in terms of carbs and fats, I'm a little bit more lenient during a bulk. But that being said, when you're cutting, hitting your macros does become more important because obviously your calories are lower, so you need to make sure that you're getting at least the minimum level of each of the macros. So it means that I will actually have to plan out my meals a little bit more, which could be really hard, but I just decided to use my coaching app to help keep me on track, so it's not going to be as hard as I thought it might be. But that's really great because I've got my total calories and macros already programmed in there, so the meals on the meal plan that I made are tailored to that, so I just need to eat one of each of the meals. What I like to do is use a combination of my app and then tracking my calories as well, so I can pick some of the meals, track those, and track individual things separately. This is the hair, this is the fit. Everything is from GYMSHARK code SOPHIEREID10 to save. Also, if you ever want details of any of the pieces I'm wearing, just let me know and I can put that in the description or comments or whatever, because I love you guys. Okay, let's go.
I don't wanna slow down, I don't wanna slow down, I don't wanna slow down till I burn out. I just wanna live fast, I don't wanna look back and say I could've done more than I did now. Sometimes it can be hard, yeah, it can be hard, yeah, it can be hard when you grow up. People fill you with doubt, just start thinking about what you're gonna do now. But we only got one chance and got one life to live, and it's do or die, gotta make it count. So lose your worries, let your problems go on until my whole body burns out. I ain't never gonna slow down.
Come to my attention that a lot of you don't actually know how to cook yourself a boiled egg. So I'm going to show you how. Boiling water. Not just going to drop the egg straight in there, oh no, because that will make it crack. What you're going to do is use a slotted spoon and slowly lower it in. Then you're going to get yourself one of these. This is an egg timer. It's actually pretty smart because you cook it like the egg right next to it and it will change color depending on how hard or soft boiled you want it. Game changer. Here's a little hack for you, right? You've got your hummus, you got to put it on a scale, press 0. You're going to take the hummus out of the pot and then the negative number is the amount of hummus you've got on the spoon. I'm never really good at peeling eggs, which is kind of sad, but I'll try my best. Apparently it helps if you roll it on the counter first. Oh, I've ruined it already. Give me a minute. I'm not gonna lie, normally I would just cut the whole egg in half and eat it out the shell with a spoon, but I wanted to make this video aesthetic for you guys, so subscribe, because I literally just spent like 5 minutes peeling this egg for you. But it is a good egg. But I came in, I'm only halfway through, but trust me, this is gonna keep you full for a while because it's hard to get through, but look at that, like, it's so good.
Loving how you wind up for me. Tonight is all on me. Mash up the place for me. Yeah, yeah. She just wanna highlight. Ooh, that body talk to me. I need a taste, baby. Loving the way you move around me. No more delay. No, you can't wait to shut it down. Won't you show me how you work it? I can't find no flaws, you perfect. Cause every time that you come around my way, I keep falling again. I keep falling again. And every time that you come across my mind, I keep falling again. I keep falling again. In love. That you move, wanna connect with you like Bluetooth. No touching, that's my boo-boo. Your love, they do me voodoo. She's my new boo. I'm watching her like YouTube. I wanna ride like choo-choo. Your love they do me cuckoo. Hey, yeah. Loving the way you move around me. The body don't wait to shut it down.
Right, sorry about the low lighting because it's 9 p.m. and I don't want to put a ring light, box light, whatever light in front of my face right now. Because sleep is so important, especially if you're doing a mini cut. And bright lights interfere with that, as I am sure you already know. So far, the mini cut is actually going really well. Today was the first time I did one of my 15-minute cardio sessions, which actually went really fast. I started editing this video while I was on the elliptical. I was gonna do the stairs, but then the stairs were taken, so I couldn't do the stairs. But anyway, I looked down, was editing for like 13 minutes, looked up, only had 2 minutes left, and then I was done. That's a little tactic for you if you find cardio boring and it just drags on. Distract yourself. Watching YouTube videos while you do cardio is the absolute cheat code. I'm gonna wrap up this video here because I've actually got to go and record the podcast like right now, so I'll be doing that. And by the time you're watching this, it will already be out, so I'll link the podcast in the description. But it's uplifted with Soph, currently only on Spotify. Maybe I will branch out to other platforms at some point, but right now I've just got a bit too much going on to think about that. So if you enjoy hearing me yap on about health, fitness and faith, then chances are you'll really enjoy that. I also just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's subscribed to the channel because we've grown a lot in the last few months. The start of this year, I think I had 4,000 subscribers and now we're at 71,000, which is insane. Like, I can't even picture that many people in a room. But I genuinely appreciate each and every single one of you. And someone commented saying that they thought we'd be at 100k by November. So if you're not subscribed, maybe you could be a part of making that happen. I'd love to have you in the family regardless. But yeah, it was just, I wanted to say thank you because it can't be said enough. And every time you watch my videos to the end, you leave a comment, it just means so much because I do put a lot of work into these videos. And to see that I'm able to help or inspire or encourage someone else in their fitness journey, it means a lot. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to learn exactly how to do your own mini cut step by step, I break everything down in this video here, so go check it out. Love you so much. I'll see you there.